The storm had finally died down. Rain still whispered against the windows, but the thunder had rolled far into the hills. I just finished cleaning up, half-empty coffee cups, soaked towels by the door, and the faint smell of candle wax from the blackout earlier. It was 2:47 a.m. I thought last night was over. Until she knocked again. 3 soft knocks, hesitant, but urgent enough to freeze me mid-step. I opened the door, and there she was, the same girl I'd helped hours ago, standing on my porch, trembling under a wet hoodie that clung to her like a second skin. Her lips were blue, her eyes wide and hollow. "Please, can I come in again?" she whispered. Her name was Lena. She'd shown up just before midnight, saying her car had broken down on the empty stretch by the woods. I'd offered her some tea, called for a tow truck, and waited with her until help arrived, or at least until I thought it had. Now she was back. What happened? I asked, pulling her inside before the rain could swallow her words. They never came, she said, shaking her head. The driver texted he'd be here in 10 minutes, then nothing. My phone died. She looked down, embarrassed. I just started walking back. I didn't know where else to go. I gave her a blanket and started the kettle again. Her hands shook so badly she could barely hold the cup. That's when I noticed the bandage on her wrist. Fresh. "You okay?" I asked quietly. She gave a half-smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Yeah. Just a bad night." I didn't push. We sat in silence, the clock ticking like a heartbeat between us. Then, out of nowhere, she said, "You remind me of my dad." I blinked. "That good or bad?" She laughed softly, more of a sigh. "Good. He used to wait up for me like this. Even when I'd mess up." Something in her voice cracked then. I looked closer, saw exhaustion, but also something deeper. Guilt. "Lena," I said gently, "you can tell me if something's wrong." She hesitated, then whispered, "I wasn't really out driving. I was leaving. I couldn't stay at home anymore. My mom remarried, and it's been awful. I thought maybe I'd just disappear for a while. Start over." Her voice broke. "But when the car broke down, and I ended up here, you were just kind. You didn't ask questions. You just helped. And that scared me. Because I haven't felt safe in a long time." For a moment, neither of us spoke. Rain filled the silence. Then I said, "Sometimes the universe doesn't put people in your path to fix you. It just reminds you you're not broken." She started crying, quietly, shoulders shaking beneath the blanket. I just sat beside her and let her. No advice. No judgment. Just presence. Around dawn, I drove her to the nearest bus station. She was calmer now, a faint light returning to her eyes. She turned to me before boarding. "Last night. I almost did something I wouldn't come back from," she said softly. "But you opened your door. Twice. I didn't know what to say. So I just smiled. Sometimes all we need is one more knock, right?" She nodded. "Yeah. One more knock." The bus pulled away, and I stood there watching until it disappeared into the morning mist. When I got home, the storm clouds had cleared. The sun broke through the trees, lighting up the puddles on the road. For the first time in years, I felt like maybe, just maybe, being awake at 3 a.m. had a purpose. Moral. You never know whose life you're saving when you choose kindness. Sometimes, it's the knock you answer after you think the night is over that changes everything.